Hello friends, today we are going to see the construction materials MCQ. So the first question is, the gypsum is a option A mechanically formed sedimentary rock, option B igneous rocks, option C chemically precipitated sedimentary rock, option D metamorphic rock. So the correct answer is option C chemically precipitated sedimentary rock. So next question, which of the following sedimentary rocks changes into quartzite by metamorphic action? Option A sandstone, option B limestone, option C shale, option D gypsum. So the correct answer is option A sandstone. So next question, which of the following represent the metamorphic rock? First slate, second one shale, third one quartzite. So option A only 3, option B both 1 and 3, option C both 2 and 3, option D both 1, 2, 3. So the correct answer is option B both 1 and 3. So because the metamorphic rock slate and quartzite is the metamorphic rock. So next question, the quartzite is option A siliceous rock, option B argillaceous rocks, option C calcareous rocks, option D aqueous rocks. So the correct answer is option A siliceous rock. So next question, which of the following is the mineral? So option A basalt, option B granite, option C quartz, option D cyanide. So the correct answer is option C quartz. So next question, slate is formed by the metamorphic action on option A shale, option B limestone, option C sandstone, option D granite. So the correct answer is option A shale. So next question, sandstone is sedimentary rock or aqueous rock or siliceous rock. So the options are option A only 1, option B both 1 and 2, option C both 2 and 3, option D all the above. So the correct answer is option D both 1, 2, 3. So sedimentary rock, aqueous rocks and siliceous rock is sandstone. So next question, which of the following is a rock? Option A quartz, option B mica, option C gypsum, option D none of the above. So the correct answer is option C gypsum. So next question, based on the following rock and minerals, select the correct statement: quartz, shale, basalt, granite, marble, gypsum, mica. First option, basalt and marble are the only metamorphic rock. Option B, there is no sedimentary rock. Option C, granite is only igneous rocks. Option D, quartz and mica are minerals. So the correct answer is option D, quartz and mica are minerals. So next question, a heavy stone is suitable for option A arches, option B rubble masonry, option C roads, option D retaining walls. So the correct answer is option D retaining walls. So next question, the stone suitable for rubble masonry should be option A hard, option B tough, option C heavy, option D light. So the correct answer is option A hard. So next question, which of the following metamorphic rocks has the most weather resisting characteristics? Option A marble, option B quartzite, option C slate, option D limestone. So the correct answer is option B quartzite. So next question, the good building stone should not absorb the water more than option A 5%, option B 10%, option C 15%, option D 20%. So the correct answer is A 5%. So next question, which of the following has more fire resisting characteristics? Option A marble, option B limestone, option B compact sandstone, option D granite. So the correct answer is option C compact sandstone. So next question, jumper is a tool used for option A testing of stone, option B quarrying of stone, option C dressing of stone, option D none of the above. So the correct answer is option B quarrying of stone. So next question, The important test to be conducted on the stone used in the docks and harbors. Option A, hardness test. Option B, workability test. Option C, weight test. Option D, toughness test. So the correct answer is option C, weight test. So the next question, the predominant constituent which is responsible for the strength in granite is option A, quartz. Option B, feldspar. Option C, mica. Option D, none of the above. So the correct answer is option A, quartz. So next question, the granite is not suitable for ordinary building purpose because it can be polished. Option B, it is not a fireproof material. Option C, it is costly. Option D, it is less crushing strength. So the correct answer is option C, it is costly. So next question, which of the following stone is the best suited for construction of piers and abutments of the railway bridge? Option A, granite. Option B, sandstone. Option C, limestone. Option D, quartzite. So the correct answer is option D, quartzite. So next question, the preparation of the surface of stone to obtain plain edges or the obtain stones of required size and shape is known as option A, quarrying of stone. Option B, blasting of stones. Option C, seasoning of stone. Option D, dressing of stones. So the correct answer is option D, dressing of stones. So next question, the crushing strength of good building stone should be more than option A, 50 megapascal. Option B, 100 megapascal. Option C, 150 megapascal. Option D, 200 megapascal. So the correct answer is option B, 100 megapascal. So next question, the specific gravity for most of the building stones lies between option A, 1 to 2, option B, 2 to 2.5, option C, 2.5 to 3, option D, 3 to 3.5. So the correct answer is option C, 2.5 to 3. So next question, spalling hammer is used for driving wooden headed chisels. Option B, rough dressing of stones. Option C, caving of stones. Option D, breaking small projection of stones. So the correct answer is option B, rough dressing of stone. So next question, cross-cut saw is used for option A, cutting soft stones. Option B, cutting hard stones. Option C, cutting large block of stones. Option D, dressing stones. So the correct answer is option B, cutting hard stones. So next question, sheepwood consists of option A, innermost annular rings around the pith. Option B, portion of timber between hardwood and cambium layer. Option C, thin layer below the bark. Option D, thin fiber which extend from the pith outwards and holds the annular ring together. So the correct answer is option B, portion of timber between hardwood and cambium layer. So next question, which of the following trees yield hard wood? Option A, deodar. Option C, chair. Option C, chisholm. Option D, pine. So the correct answer is option C, chisholm. So next question, the radial splits which are wider on the outside of the log and narrower towards the pith are known as option A, heart shakes. Option B, cup shakes. Option C, star shakes. Option D, ringals. So the correct answer is option C, star shakes. So next question, in which of the following pairs both trees yield softwood? Option A, deodar and chisholm. Option B, cheer and sal. Option C, chal and teak. Option D, cheer and deodar. So the correct answer is option D, cheer and deodar. So next question, which of the following timbers is suitable for making sport goods? Option A, mulberry. Option C, mahogany. Option C, sal. Option D, deodar. So the correct answer is option A, mulberry. So next question, cesium is used for decorative woodwork. Reason, cesium can be polished to an excellent finish. Select the answer according to the coding system below. Option A, both assertion and reasons are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Next, both A and R are true, but R is not correct explanation of A. Option C, A is true but R is false. Option D, A is true but R is true. Option D, A is false but R is true. So the correct answer is option A, both assertion and reasons are true and R is the correct explanation of A. So next question. The disease of dry rot in the timber is caused by option A, lack of ventilation, option B, alternate wet and dry condition, option C, complete submergence in water, option D, none of the above. So the correct answer is option A, lack of ventilation. So next question, plywood has the advantage of option A, greater tensile strength in longer direction, option B, greater tensile strength in shorter direction, option C, same tensile strength in all direction, option D, none of the above. So the correct answer is option C, same tensile strength in all direction. So next question, in which of the following directions the strength of timber is maximum? Option A, parallel to the grains, option B, 45 to the grains, option C, perpendicular to the grains, option D, same in all direction. So the correct answer is option A, parallel to the grains. So next question, the moisture content in well seasoned timber is option A, 4% to 6%, option B, 10% to 12%, option C, 15% to 20%, option D, 100%. So the correct answer is option B, 10 to 12%. So next question, the trunk of the tree left after cutting all the branches is called option A, log, option B, batten, option C, plank, option D, balk. So the correct answer is option A, log. So next question, the age of tree can be known by the examining the option A, cambium layer, option B, annular rings, option C, medullary rays, option D, hardwood. So the correct answer is option B, annular rings. So next question, the plywood is made by the bonding together thin layers of wood in such a way that the angle between the grains of any layer to the grains of the adjacent layer is option A, 0 degree, option B, 30 degree, option C, 45 degree, option D, 90 degree. So the correct answer is option D, 90 degree. So next question, the plywood option A has good strength along the panel only, option B, can be split in the plane of the panel, option C, has greater impact resistance to blows than ordinary wood, option D, cannot bend more easily than ordinary wood of same thickness. So the correct answer is option C, has greater impact resistance to blow than ordinary wood. So next question, the practical limit of moisture content achieved in the air drying of timber is option A, 5%, option B, 15%, option C, 25%, option D, 35%. So the correct answer is option B, 15%. So next question, first class timber has the average life of option A, less than 1 year, option B, 1 to 5 years, option C, 5 to 10 years, option D, more than 10 years. So the correct answer is option D, more than 10 years. So next question, the first class brick when immersed in cold water for 24 hours should not absorb the water more than option A, 15%, option B, 20%, option C, 22%, option D, 25%. So the correct answer is option B, 20%. So the first class bricks should not absorb the water more than 20%. So next question, the crushing strength of the first class bricks should not be less than option A, 3.5 Newton per mm square, option B, 7 Newton per mm square, option C, 10.5 Newton per mm square, option D, 14 Newton per mm square. So the correct answer is option C, 10.5 Newton per mm square. Okay, so next question, the main function of alumina in the brick earth is option A, to impact plasticity, Option B, to make the brick durable. Option C, to prevent shrinkage. Option D, to make the brick impermeable. So the correct answer is option A, to impact plasticity. So next question, the percentage of alumina in good brick earth lies between option A 5 to 10 percentage, option B 20 to 30 percentage, option C 50 to 60 percentage, option D 70 to 80 percentage. So the correct answer is option B 20 to 30 percentage. So next question, the excess of alumina in brick earth makes the brick option A impermeable, option B brittle and weak, option C to lose cohesion, option D the crack and warp of drying. So the correct answer is option D, to crack and wrap on drying. So next question, the nominal size of the modular brick is option A 190 mm into 90 mm into 80 mm, option B 190 mm into 190 mm into 90 mm, option C 200 mm into 100 mm into 100 mm, option D 200 mm into 200 mm into 100 mm. So the correct answer is option C, 200 mm into 100 mm into 100 mm. So we need to concentrate, this is modular brick, it's a normal brick. So a normal brick is 190 mm into 90 mm into 90 mm. Okay, next question, the percentage of silica in good brick earth lies between option A 5 to 10 percentage, option B 20 to 30 percentage, option C 50 to 60 percentage, option D 70 to 80 percentage. So the correct answer is option C, 50 to 60 percentage. So next question, the excess of silica in brick earth results in option A cracking and wrapping of bricks, option B loss of cohesion, option B enhancing the impermeability of bricks, option D none of the above. So the correct answer is option B, loss of cohesion. So next question, which of the following ingredient of the brick earth enables the brick to retain its shape? So option A alumina, option B silica, option C iron, option D magnesium. So the correct answer is option B silica. So next question, so which of the following pairs give a correct combination of the useful and harmful constituents respectively of the good brick earth? So option A limestone and alumina, option B silica and alkalis, option C alumina and iron, option D alkalis and magnesium. So the correct answer is option B silica and alkalis. So again we will see in next video. Thank you.